So, yes, I drunk dialed you. What was that? Friday night. It was after beer pong.
It was after beer.
Yeah.
You were after beer pong, and I was just going to a bar with my roommate, which is kind of weird for me because I don't drink.
Yeah, which I found out. Yeah. And so, and I was home, like, I don't get to, this is the first drunk dial I've done in years because I'm married. So I don't get to drunk dial.
So you used a gay card to get out of the drunk dial.
Yes! It worked, didn't it?
Yeah. I didn't come over, did I?
No. I asked you to come pick me up to take me to the bar, and you turned me down.
Well, duh, I barely know you. I thought you were going to have daggers for me.
Oh, come on. Not nice. So then Saturday night, I drunk texted you, and that worked much better.
Saturday night, you called me. You told me you were going to the Grapevine. I said I would be there.
Right. And you came for like half a second.
I came for half a second. But remember, Saturday night, I didn't have a car, which is kind of...
Not normal for you?
Not normal.
Yeah. You normally bring out, like, what car do you normally drive?
Just bring out an Audi. That's usually what I take out.
You don't... Oh, I thought you took out the fancy car.
No. I didn't feel like driving that night. One of the rarities where I don't feel like driving.
Well, because wouldn't you normally be the designated driver?
I'm designated Drew.
Yeah. Oh, is that what they call you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. So can I ask you why you don't drink?
I don't drink because I actually literally have issues with alcohol.
Oh, really?
So I have not had a sip of alcohol in 6 years.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how one goes out in Dallas, like, after that.
I'll go out to New Orleans and not drink.
Really?
And still have a good time.
That's awesome. I mean,
it's the vibe with the people.
Yeah, and that's all you need.
And it's so funny. Like, I'm having such a good time and dancing all over the place. Like, people think I'm actually drunk.
Yeah. Oh, I could imagine. Knowing you.
they're like, can I buy you a drink? I go, no. They're like, you're wasted. I go,
nope. Not even anywhere near it.
My roommate drinks, but I don't at all. And he's just kind of like, he's just weird. I mean, there's alcohol in my house. I mean, there's nothing like normal. There's nothing abnormal about having it in there. For me, I just look at it as like a piece of art or just something sitting there. Like, there's no need to even touch it.
That's really cool that you can handle it like that. That's really neat.
Yeah.
So I've got so many questions to ask you about because I'm just like, I have so many questions about this show. Okay. First off, how the hell does one get on one of these shows? How does that even start?
It was weird. I got approached by 3 shows within a 72-hour period.
Randomly?
Out of the blue. Randomly out of the blue. I got someone called me from Los Angeles and said there was a show they were going to do with E in Dallas that they never did.
Uh-huh.
And then a day later, I got approached by the A-List.
Yeah, and I saw that show's going to be on, right?
A-List
Yeah.
Dallas, and I turned them down. I didn't feel, I don't know, something about it didn't feel real. And then I got approached by Bravo.
Right.
And I went through with the process. And Bravo, the production company for Bravo, found me through Facebook. They sent a Facebook message. I've got to find that message because it's like a year ago.
Yeah.
But it's still something I want to print out and save.
That is so crazy. Because, like, I'm like, what list were you on? How were you so available and out there?
I asked the casting director for Bravo.
Yeah.
And she said, I just kept hearing her name over and over and over again. Like, everyone was saying, go talk to Drew, go talk to Drew. Like, go find Drew Ginsburg. That's what they all were saying.
That's so crazy.
So I guess the town put me up to it,
wow.
I guess. Or the But once I said yes and I started filming it and doing it, it was kind of weird around Dallas. Like, everyone was calling, we were telling people we were cheaters.
That is so strict. Okay, so...
Or what is it? I said it was Survivor Uptown.
Survivor Uptown, that's even better.
Whoever gets voted out of whoever gets voted off McKinney Avenue.
That would be even better. So as far as everybody else on the show, did you know everybody, or is that all?
I knew everyone except for Neil.
Okay.
So when they brought Neil into the restaurant for the first time,
right?
I had no idea. I thought it was another one of Matt's girls.
Okay. And you all, and basically it looked like you all had met her for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, who are you? And then Courtney, lashed in with her jaws, and I'm just sitting here going, what the hell?
And I may need to get Courtney up here because girl will get drunk on camera, and that takes a lot of, like, she doesn't care. I love that.
She loves her vino, supposedly. Like a real housewife, too.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Like, come on. fun. I mean, at first I thought, no, she's just crazy, but I'm like, hey, if she's, because I've been drunk on camera. I've done some TV stuff where I've been wasted, and then I've been drunk on the radio because I used to do radio in New Orleans. So I'm like, I've already one-upped her.
Did you do morning radio or afternoon radio?
Both in New Orleans. And
Okay.
I've been drunk. I mean, during Mardi Gras, you're basically drunk on the radio for a good 2 weeks.
You're drunk.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm like, I could throw down with Courtney.
I remember hearing those stories from my father back in the day. Like I actually grew up in radio.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what you're saying. That's crazy.
My father started Evergreen Media, and then basically his stations became part of Clear Channel. But I can remember back in the day, like going all around the country to going to little radio stations and all that stuff. Like I remember my dad even had Danny Bonaducci on the air in Chicago, and and he had just gotten caned on the air for charity, and the first thing he did is showed me his ass.
Oh my gosh.
You can say that word, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm recording anyway. So how old were you when you saw...
How old was I?
Yeah, when you saw Danny Bonaducci's ass.
I was 12 years old.
That's awesome. That's probably molded you into the person you are today.
I think radio does have a little bit to play with who I am. I grew up with all these lively personalities, like all throughout the day. I mean, my father even fired Stern in Chicago.
Holy cow!
And
wow, your father's an ass.
It's still funny to stay. Like I walked into a radio in Los Angeles. We did a press junket for the show for the Television Critics Association, and it was a 3-day, 2-night trip. Mm-hmm. And everything's planned out to the T. Like you're meeting with this person, you're talking with this, and everywhere you go, you got a publicist behind you. Mm-hmm. They're making sure you look good for camera there. So they'll do like what they call like speed dating. So the movie from like one hotel room that's converted to the E interview room to another one to the So you just go on and on and on. And I walk in the radio, and it was like I sat down and I was with Tara, and I'm sitting there with Tara, and we're just sitting down, and Tara is like all nervous. These microphones are all there's like 50 mics right here, and I'm just like, I'll take over this. And as soon as we left, someone turned to me and says, your father was still a legend in radio. I was like, well, thank you. And I'm like, Dad, they still remember you. I called him up afterwards.
They still know who you are.
They still know who you are. You still left that lasting impression.
Oh God, the show's on tonight.
Yes, it is.
So what's gonna? I only saw one preview, and it looks like Courtney's still being jealous, and I didn't see too much with your storyline. You're not
going to see much of my storyline until the week after next.
Okay,
from what I've been told.
Okay,
I don't see anything until everyone until they send me the DVD to blog about it.
Okay,
and I watched it yesterday, and we get to see a side of me called Drucifer.
Drew, oh, like evil Drew.
Like mischief, like kind of like I'm ruffling the feathers a little bit.
Okay. With who? With other people in the group?
With other people, and I'm ruffling Glenn's feathers.
Okay.
In a fun sort of way. You're going to have to watch and see.
Okay, I'm dying to know now.
Well, I mean, the funniest is I just can't tell you what goes on, but as they teach us now for everything that's been through in this whole process, which has kind of been weird. Like I'm just supposed to say, "Watch what happens."
Right. That's the Bravo tagline, isn't it?
Yeah. Just say, "Watch what happens."
Over and over. That's the Bravo way.
When you can't answer a question, just say, "Watch what happens."
So
Are we going home tonight? Watch what happens.
Watch what happens. So and you're the car guy, right? On
yes,
the show.
I am.
What do you do exactly?
I handle marketing for Boardwalk Auto Group. Digital marketing mostly. My work is more in the forte of the social media and stuff like that, and leveraging all those contents and getting everything working right for the company.
How did you get into doing that?
I kind of got into like, hey, we have these Facebook pages, but no one here is taking it seriously. And I took it seriously, and it's blown up into way more than just sitting on Facebook now. Oh,
wow. That's cool. Okay. So, and so I have to know, like, because apparently you're into cars.
Yeah.
So you have an Audi.
Yes. I also.
What else? Because you told me, what was it, Saturday night, what you were going to be driving.
What
other cars do you have? Say it.
I have a Porsche Cayman S, the Audi A6. That's the one that I drive every day, and the Porsche is mine. And right now, I'm just in a different car. And I have Volkswagen too, which is kind of funny because Volkswagen does a tie-in with usually Edgefest every year, and I haven't been to Edgefest in 10 years.
Well, then you're gonna have to go this year.
Will you take me?
Yes, you can be my date.
Can I be your gal Friday?
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my God. Well, we didn't get to hang out really all weekend, so we're gonna have to do that.
We touched base. We could say
we
that.
We did. We touched base.
And at a time where you touching base, I walk into the bar. I'm trying to find you. I walk into the Grapevine. I'm trying to find you, and then I see like the manager of the Grapevine helping you with like what 10 shots of Patron.
Yeah.
I mean, honey.
I'm serious.
I mean, you must be a Cajun. Now, are you from New Orleans originally?
No, I'm originally from Missouri, but I lived in New Orleans for about 5 years.
It's fun. I love that town. Yeah. I don't even drink, and I love that town.
So and when it comes to tequila, I'm pretty serious about it. Yeah. So.
I mean, I'm pretty serious about my coffee.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can tell.
or a 5-hour energy or something like that.
I think I need to get on those. So tonight.
What was it?
What?
The last time I was in New Orleans, my roommate was drunk, and he's like really, really drunk, and he's like 5 a.m. He's like, I'm trying to get him home at like 3, and it took 2 hours to get his butt home, but he kept screaming, wanting to go to the corner pocket.
Oh yeah. Oh
it's
man.
It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. He's still up. He's like, corner pocket. I'm like, no, we got a flight in 4 hours.
No, just do it, man. Let's go all the way through. So tonight is the show, and I'm really excited to see Courtney be crazy. And I hope we see a little bit of you tonight. So,
you will.
Okay, good.
It's not a lot of me tonight. Next week will be a lot of me.
Oh God, we just need more of Drew.
Next week you'll see my relationship come up.
Oh good. Because that date last week was funny. You and the midget.
The endangered species.
The endangered species was awesome. He was very tiny.
I remember that. I mean, I remember walking in there and I was like, "You guys have got to be kidding!" Like,
they totally set you up on Bravo. That was evil.
I think the matchmaker just couldn't find anyone.
That was awful. Well, we will be watching tonight. I'm happy that I made a new friend in Drew, and thank you for waking up early.
I'm up at 5 a.m. This is easy. I just didn't run this morning.
This is easy.
It is easy.
I know. It's like I drag myself out of bed every morning. I hate you.
What time did you go to bed last night?
10-ish.
How late?
10 or so.
I was in bed by 9:40.
Okay. Wow. Someone even more lame than me. I love it.
I'm not lame. I mean, come on. I just have a set way.
I like that about you. I do. Like, you're way more, like, I don't know.
I like to have everything organized so I know.
Yeah, you would hate my apartment. Like, it's a mess.
I think that was the hardest part of reality TV was when we were filming. Yeah. Was like things would change on such a rapid moment. They're like, oh, we're going to have to push this back 4 hours.
You couldn't handle that, could you?
It was the hardest thing for me to adjust to was the whole, like, there was like a 2-week period where I just wanted to go like, ah!
You're so type A. Yeah. I am. I'm super type B. I could care less. So our relationship would not work out if I were a gay man. So
I don't know. I mean, you're probably the same height as JP. my blind date, so it definitely probably wouldn't work out.
Oh, Drew,
but I'm 6'4". I mean,
yeah.
I mean, when you put me against anyone, I look like Lurch.
Yeah, you are a tall man. You are a handsome man.